Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome brothers and sisters as we continue with lessons in Arabic, durusun fi lughati al-Arabiyyah. Now we are in the second segment of today's program, and we are now looking at the Quranic vocabulary. Our first word for today's program is the word ajr. Ajr. Ajr or ajran. All right, it occurs different state or different cases, as we would say in the Quran. Sometimes it is ajrun, and other times it might be just ajr, and you have ajran. But ajr, it is the same word, it is just that the case is different. All right, meaning the word ajr means wage or reward. Ajr or ajran. Now we're going to look at the reference from the glorious Quran, and that is in Surah At-Teen, which is chapter 95, verse number 6. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. Except those who believe and do acts of righteousness, for them there is a great reward, never ending. And that reward, of course, it is paradise, Jannah. This word, my beloved brothers and sisters, has been mentioned 93 times in the glorious Quran. Our second word for today is the word ithm. Ithm. Ithm or ithman. Ithm or ithman. Ithm means sin, and as you can observe, the word ithm, it has different cases, just like the word ajr. So sometimes you would see it as ithm, and sometimes you may see it as ithman, but it is the same word. Do not get confused. It means sin. We look at chapter 5, verse 2 of the glorious Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Okay, you see the word ithm, and this time it also has an alif lam, but it is the same word. Now this word is mentioned 35 times in the glorious Quran. 35 times. Our third word for today is the word ajal. Ajalan or ajal. In some cases you would see the word ajal is ajaluna or ajalana or ajaluhu or ajaluha. But the word ajal, whether it is ajalan or ajaluha, whatever it is, ajal is the word, and it means time or period. We would like to look at chapter 7, verse 34 of the glorious Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَلِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ أَجَلٌ فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. For every nation there is a period or a time, and when the time comes, they will not be delayed for even an hour, for a moment, nor shall it be brought forward for them. This word is mentioned in the glorious Quran 51 times. The fourth word for today is the word al-akhirah. Al-akhirah. Al-akhirah means the hereafter. And we look at the very beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse number 4, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. وَبِالْآخِرَةِ, al-akhirah. Okay, al-akhirah means the hereafter. Chapter 2, verse 4. And this word is mentioned 115 times in the glorious Quran. 115 times. The fifth word for today's Quranic vocabulary, is the word Al-ard. Al-ard. Al-ard, meaning the earth. The earth. Chapter 99, verse number 1. We're looking at chapter 99, verse number 1. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها. Al-ard, the earth. Chapter 99, verse number 1. This word al-ard is mentioned 451 times in the glorious Quran. Just imagine that, 451 times. If you're a person who reads the Quran a lot, you will surely come across it many times, making it very difficult, inshallah, for you to forget it. Its meaning, al-ard, the earth. The next word, the sixth word, is the word alim. Alimun, all right, or aliman. It means painful, grievous, or hurting. Something that is painful, always referring to punishment. And we want to look at chapter 9, verse number 3, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He talks about some people and the penalty that they will receive and the punishment. Now, I'm not going to read the whole verse, but the last part of the verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. Adhabin alim. So alim, painful punishment. Give tidings to those who disbelieve of a painful punishment, a grievous punishment. This word alim, whether it is alimun or aliman, all of them together, it occurs 72 times in the glorious Quran. And now the final word for today's program is the word ilah. 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 Ilahun or ilaha and ilahan. It is the same word. When we say la ilaha illallah, right? La ilaha. Ilah. Ilah means God or object of worship. Anything that people take as their God or object of worship it is ilah. And we want to look at chapter 2, verse 163 of the glorious Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, وَإِلَهُكُمْ إِلَهٌ وَاحِدٌ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ الرَّحْمَنُ الرَّحِيمُ. And your Lord, ilahukum, and your Lord is one God. And your God is one God. There is none worthy of worship except Him. He is Ar-Rahman and He is Ar-Rahim. He is the most gracious and He is the most merciful. That is chapter 2, verse 163. The word ilah is mentioned 111 times in the glorious Quran. So that brings us to the end of today's vocabulary. I hope, inshallah, by next week you would have memorized these words and you're ready for your next 7 Quranic vocabulary. Thank you. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We're going to take a short break now and then we come back.